back?
Hello, teacher.
I'm back. What happened?
Yes, when you out, I just want to
Đâu cho mi.
talk back from you.
What's wrong? What did you say? That'd be
Uh,
fine.
no, because the first time I hear you speak Vietnamese is quite funny.
Have fun.
I don't know because maybe because you live in Australia for a long time and you speak English for a long time, so maybe your Vietnamese lơ lơ.
No,
Is that right? No.
no, not really, because there is a buffer when I'm switched between Vietnamese and English. So when
Ah,
I'm switched in a really fast pace between Vietnamese and English. My Vietnamese sound a bit weird, but like no, during normal time I talk Vietnamese with my sister quite normal. I'm not sure that what I thought anyway. But get back to our thing here. So you read the contract for not what in it.
yes,
Yep.
yes, I got
Not
it.
for what in it. You read it for what not in it.
Yeah.
Okay. So okay, get back to the agreement with the youth in the factory. Okay, khi mà anh đọc xong như vậy á, thì nó là cái xe nó có sạch không? Cái xe đưa cho anh nó có sạch không, mà bắt anh trả nó phải sạch. Tại vì anh ký mà. Khi mà anh đọc xong anh nhìn vô cái ông mà quản lý của xưởng ông cười, nói xe sạch nữa. We just both laughing. So read it,
Uh,
everything, tất cả những cái hợp đồng mà em bỏ cái chữ ký của em ở dưới đó em phải đọc. Okay.
yes. Oh,
No.
I thought that you want to describe that uh, the clean, like they don't clarify how clean it is. So maybe for me it's clean, but for you it's not clean. So it's have a controversial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Yes.
say normally in the contract they have to make it very clear. So it have to be
Uh,
really, really black and white. And if they do not classify that, it invalid in case of court. And for
yeah.
some, let's say if you read a term and condition, for example, let's say you buy a product and no, let's say an employer send you a pay slip. I'm not sure. Do you know pay slip?
No.
Okay. So when you work for a certain hour and then the employer use that hour to calculate your pay rate. So let's say you just to make it simple, right? If you work for 4 hours, you have a different pay rate. If you work for 5 hours, you have a different pay rate. Some employer they put a condition under the note of the pay slip. Pay slip is just like a receipt when the employer pay the money to you, and they saying that under the pay slip they say you have the the responsibility to check your pay slip and dispute with any incorrect payment within 21 days. If it passed that 21 days, you have no right, or you cannot dispute after 21 days. Well, that's if I'm not sure. It's been a long time since I read law or doing law in university, but that is one of the clause that not recognized by the court. It invalid. So let's say when you go into the hotel or whatever, even though they saying that you have to take care of your belonging in the hotel, whatever, if you have any valuable item, you have to report to the reception desk for them to store to you. But let's say because they provide you a safety um, place for you to rest on, and you have concierge or servant people, if you lost property in them, it's become one of their responsibility to take care of it. I'm not sure how it works in Vietnam, but if you lost something in here, you report it and you log a claim for police, and the owner of the hotel will have the ability to taking care of it. So you cannot. I'm not sure. It's really annoying. It's like it's been 5 years since the last time I remember that was. I'm not sure if an exclusive clause or something. Anyway, okay. Let move on. Let move on. So I'll stick to my lane. I'll stick to what I know and remember.
Yes, about that. Sometimes, like in the case that you mentioned that when you lost some valuable things in the
Yep.
hotel and the hotel have to take responsibility for
Yep.
that. But uh,
Well, if you have evidence, if you have evidence, okay.
okay.
Right. I forgot
Yes.
that. I forgot that.
Okay. Got it. Something, yeah.
Right. Okay. What else you want to talk about today? So yeah, pretty happy. How did you get the intern position, by the way?
Oh, because I just uh ngủ quen.
Ah,
Yes, like we do a group project. It's research in university we call it nghiên cứu khoa học. So in group, and we just finished that yeah we call that project. So we finished it's done, and uh like I do with my senior like brothers, yeah, senior who older than me 1 year, and they in the period that find internship position.
mm-hmm.
And although I just second years, but I want to have that position early to you know to experience more. So I just ask my guide teachers who guide us to do the research project, and this, he's introduced me. She introduced me um, about that law office, and also in my group, I have a member that also do for that law office. So he just asked me some question, and he find that my orientation is uh, quite similar to that office. So he just yeah give me a chance to try. I just in this position for a week, but I find that it's a nice place that everybody is really nice, especially the my manager because she from like she said by herself like she's from a very poor conditions like from income and yeah, but she do and everything uh, by herself. So and I just in this law office for a week, but I learned a lot of things. That's although it's just she is a manager, but still will give me many advice. Like last night, she gave me advice that about thương hiệu cá nhân. I don't know that's in English, but she said me that when you want to be a lawyer, thương hiệu cá nhân is really important. Like you have to um, like the first step is you have to update your social media because
Ah,
yeah that's not only like different with you like it's not only the way that people um, find information about me but that is a channel to connect with the customer.
right.
Yeah, so you want me to update some information on my social media like Facebook or Yellow or uh,
Hmm.
something, and I'm in the department that uh, that do some job related to marketing. Yeah, like I do something with YouTube. I to advertise my law office, and I just on the first very first step to make a plan and just do some research on how to do a YouTube effectively. Yes, so everything on the very first step. So I on the journey to learn it. Yeah.
Okay. Question. What did you do? Think about it like, what did you do? What do you think that you did that to make that friend recommend you to work as an intern in that company?
Ah, because we know each other very early when I was enrolled because it's when I just go up to the university, I attend a club, and then he is like in the club we have cơ cấu, so he is phó ban của ban kỹ năng. Is it older than me? So the next years is trưởng ban kỹ năng. So we work with
Mhm.
each other a lot. And after that, we go to the second years. We also work in the research project. So yes, so that's why we know, like we're working a lot together. So I think
Hmm.
maybe no, but I think I'm quite low. Yes, I quite.
Right.
Yeah, but anyway, to try.
Yeah, I think the key word is just working hard.
Yeah, just show them my enthusiasm.
Yeah.
So I think absolutely.
Okay. Working hard, not hardly working. Okay.
It
That makes
doesn't
sense?
sound with work hard. No, that doesn't sound with work smart, not work hard.
No.
No.
The working hard, not hardly working. Do you understand that concept? Working hard, not hardly working.
What is hardly working is
So working hard just mean like you work hard for it. Just like Tom, he worked
yeah.
really hard for his project or something like that. Hardly working is the opposite of it. That's it. It's just a joke.
No, I really
You still
like
don't get the joke, do you?
uh
Come on.
yeah. Like today, I every job, every time you joke, like I don't get it. I don't know why.
Right.
Mm.
I think relax. I think you relax a bit. I think you're a bit tense.
Serious.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're a bit
Yeah.
tense. You're a bit tense when you're around me.
Yeah. Like
Uh,
I really respect some energy that he has a lot of energy to do a lot of things, but I don't. I easily too out of energy.
no,
So
Tom have a different way of dealing with things. I assume, and I think you have a
yeah.
different way of dealing with things. I'm assume with me as well. I'm not as energetic as Tom, so
Yeah, me
I'm not really.
too.
Yep.
Yeah,
Um.
so that's why many people
Okay, and
admire him.
yep, and what else? I was about to tell you something, but I just forgot about it. Anyway, yeah, should put a note down. My brain is like a mush sometimes. It have a lot of thing in there, and I'm not sure if you have the same issue as I am. When I'm focused on something, it's just like a highway thinking in my brain. It go really fast, and somebody just cut me off and throw some information at me. It's not sticking. So like when somebody talk to me, it's just like throwing well, bam, 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 all the word to bounce back, and then when I turn, and then I have to shut down. I have to shut down that highway lanes, shut down, slow down, and then change my course. And then sometimes it take me like fucking 2 3 minutes. Right, so that what were you was fucking talking about? Oh Jesus,
Yes,
sorry.
like when you're too focused on something,
Yep,
it's
and not like that. And when I have to change the conversation, it's like I'm reboot my brain, and it take time for information to load in. So, oh right, about that and about that and about that, and whole lot information just open. Oh my god, do not that much detail. Does that make sense? when it loading a lot of detail just come back to my brain and go, oh, face it that way. Okay, talk about that situation, talk about that stuff, spill out a lot of information, and I just stop to enough. Does that make sense? Yeah,
Yes.
I'm weird in some way. I'm weird some way.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to interview to
Uh,
be an interviewer?
I think last time when I talked with Diệu Anh, she actually mentioned about
Yeah.
that. I'm fine with it, but you know my time frame. I only have 2 slots on Friday and Saturday. If it match within those frame, I have no issue. Outside of those time frame, bad luck.
Uh, because I quite like your teaching method, and I think because you come from a non-teaching background, so I think you are very suitable interviewer for a
Yeah.
new teacher. Because the last time we interviewed Mr. David, who come from a teaching background, so he's really serious with the new teachers, which is Mr. Kusha, and Mr. Kusha who come from Indian, so her Indian English is very like very weird. Even Mr. David can understand what he want to say.
Right.
And yeah, he speak really fast, and you know the accent of Indian. Oh,
They just
yeah.
have different accents.
Yeah, on those Mr. Kusha, the new
Oh,
volunteer teachers. Yeah, he have lived in United Kingdom for a long time, but he can change his accent.
hmm.
Mm,
Anyway,
yeah.
so as I say
So I want to,
earlier,
yeah.
I'll have two time, maybe three
This,
time slot like this hour right now. So normally I spend about 3 hour to teaching. So one on Friday. I'm not sure what time is it in Vietnam at the moment.
oh, for 16 p.m.
Four
It's
sixteen.
afternoon. Yeah,
Four six.
afternoon.
So yeah. So I think maybe yeah during this hour and maybe the
Oh,
next hour. You know my schedule. You know my schedule. So as long as it line up, I have no issue. But please give me a heads up. So I'm not gonna, let's say you want me to book at Friday or Saturday, I have to cancel the class. Otherwise, some people book into my class and they have to cancel. It makes me feel really bad.
yes, yo, you just like a celebrity because it's hard to register your class. Like,
I only have
um,
2 class. I'm not celebrity. I have only have 2 class.
yes, two class, but by somehow I find really hard to register your class. But next week I just register your Saturday class, so
Mm.
I think we will have more time to discuss.
And
Yes.
yeah, I was thinking potentially I could change my ability or change the way I make my schedule available. So now at the moment, I'll just make my schedule available ahead of time. So let's say some people just waiting for that time to register my class. And
Yeah.
then if they're quick enough, they can do it. Sometime, well, if people are not quick enough, they cannot do it. I'll maybe publish my class, let's say maybe a week before. I'll maybe publish on Monday, Tuesday, or maybe Wednesday for Friday and Saturday. It's just random. So let's say people can just, some random student can just register for the class. So and anyway, I tell to all my students if they really want to schedule a session with me, just shoot me an email. I have some spare slot to slot them in. So I may be potentially doing that for next semester.
Oh,
But again,
yeah.
if you guys want to ask me for a session, shoot me an email. No issue. I'll make it happen.
Yeah. Yeah, because when I send you an email, I feel a little bit of shy because
Why?
I haven't registered your class. Like it's been a long time that I haven't studied with you, And when I asked you to a class, I feel, this I worth it? Do I worth it?
Dude,
Because you have a class on a website, so
right.
why don't you just register it, but you email me? Like it's just like something, a backdoor.
Yeah.
And
Not
yeah.
before. I'm just thinking, as I'm trying to say earlier, some people they really good with IT, with technology. They can, I don't know, they have a way to do it. Some people they not really good at it, or maybe because they was busy. They having a class on during that hour and they cannot resit for the class. So maybe next year I'll try different methods. So yeah, if you need, I'm teaching for free anyway. If you think that is if it make you feel better, just pay me a salary then. Pay me something then, so you not feel bad about it. Because at the moment I'm teaching for free. I'm fine. See?
But I think you don't receive it. Like,
I don't know. I'll take it, and I'll then send to Tom, and Tom like make some donation, do something good for his project. I'll invest in his project. You never know. Anyway,
okay.
so at long, I'm just joking. So, yeah, I'm always welcome. If you need my help, just shoot an email. And again, if you feel bad about it, if you have free time, help somebody else. Help somebody else out. So you pay it. So you don't
Yeah,
feel bad.
that's right.
No, you working for
Because,
ABBN at the moment is a way of paying for it. So you
yeah,
work for free.
you
So
know,
I offer my service to you. That's fine.
I have a feeling that I have shared with you, like I've been uh like I have football in the club, but I think that I don't spread a lot of value for someone younger than me. And yeah, I just think so. I don't know why. Uh, about study, like I just can, I don't know, but because I just study for myself, like, but it's hard for me to, uh, like, if they want to ask me exercise, I don't remember anything because they younger than 1 years and all that knowledge, I just don't remember. But I think that is the only way that I can help them
Mm-hmm.
and I can to them.
Right.
And about some advice, yeah, not too much. So I think right now I can not do any, like, don't give any big value thing for anyone.
Right. Okay, I think yesterday I talked to one of the students just saying that they keep looking down. I'm just saying that enable for you to build up your value and give feedback to a younger generation, you have to study hard and it's not gonna happen overnight. So why you need to feel down about it? It's happened to me, like back in the day, it's happened to me. So now, just say, if you see a kid be struggling with grammar, or even me, just just show them how to use the grammar correctly. Or maybe a lot of time, this in my opinion, a lot of time you help people by not giving them advice, but practice in listening. A lot of the time that you can help people by not telling them what to do. You just sit there and do nothing but listen.
Yes.
That is really important, and not many people learn that, and that is really easy. Not really. That is one of the most basic things that you should learn, and a lot of people not learning that. And by doing that, you practice to listening yourself and understand other people as well. So remember that. Right. Listening is also helping. Just like I do here. Like in here, a lot of time I'm just listening. You can see some of my session. I'm just like talk maybe 5 or 10% of the session. I'm just listening all the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, Tom, you've been quiet for a while now. I have 5 minutes. What question can I answer for you, or anything you want to ask, or anything you want to share at all? Yeah, 5 minutes. Clock.
And yeah, I'm like you. Just want to be a listener, a good listener, to listen to you. Yeah. No, I don't have I don't have any question right now, but I just want to mention to tell me that like in the past he also mentioned to you about the scholarship, the United Exchange scholarship, and you said that you should join, but the time is it passed, the time were passed. So right now it's opening, yeah, it's opening a new scholarship to exchange in the US. So Jamie, you should join with me, and you can get back on teacher thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really? Because I just think that I don't have any plan to go abroad.
No, this
Mm,
is just an exchange scholarship. I mean, it's 1 month. It's only 1 month.
Oh,
mm,
yes, because I don't know, because right now I just have a lot of thing in my life right now. Like I just do a lot of stuff, and I think when I just hope it's not mean that I can pass and got that scholarship, but I think if I got that scholarship, I will mix a lot of things like in right now.
right.
So I just have to think for
You,
that.
you have different priorities at the moment.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, be fine. Just joking.
But yeah, no, why you joke so? Yeah, yeah, yeah. And let me see, because Tom just said me that should I tell this the student that you will teach next after us,
Yep.
Uh,
like don't attend the class yesterday.
yeah. So yesterday, my English club hosted an online meeting. This is the second time I hosted an online meeting because we usually host an offline meeting, and I yeah, because this is the second time, so I wanted to do something special, and I invited the teacher in ABBN to to join the conversation yeah with us, and I invited one teachers is teacher Joe, and another teachers is teacher Christopher Liu. So our meeting last from 30 past 7 p.m. to uh, 30 past 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. And for the first 30 minutes, I invited teacher Joe, and 1 minute and 1 hour left, I invited teacher Christopher Liu, because teacher Joe have a lesson with student in ABBN at 8 p.m. But somehow at 8:10 at 8:10 p.m. Yeah, teacher Joe come back to our meeting, and he said that his student didn't show up, so that's why he could join again. Yeah, and the student that didn't show up his lesson is the next session you are teaching. You are going to teaching.
Right.
Yeah, to teach. Yeah.
I'm not sure about the student that normally show up. I know who that is, but I'll turn off the record now.